Hello, it's Janet from Welcome to Shavalot. I tried going live at 5 o'clock and I was having major technical difficulties, so apologize for that. I had to reschedule it for 5:30. So should have no more technical difficulties. I even tried to say hi in the comments and I messed that up too. I tried it twice and both times didn't come out right, but that's okay. So, my name is Janice. I am an IOD stockist and a DIY paint retailer located in Rhode Island. I have a store named Welcome to Shavalot, and it is at Hope Artists Village in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. If you guys come on, please say hi so I know you're here. Ask me any questions that you have. And if you are catching us on the replay, please also feel free to say hi and ask any questions because I do go back and read the comments. If you just want to chat, whatever, please feel free. So what we are working on is this antique bookcase that my brother Matthew gave me. It was sitting in his garage for 30 years, and it's beautiful, beautiful antique, good, solid quality bookcase, and I really, really love it. But what I want to do with this is I want to give it a glam shab look. I think that I am maybe making that up. I don't know if people are already doing glam shab out there, but I just feel like I'm making that up and it's glam shab. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'll be distressing, I'll be doing all that shabby chic stuff, but I'm also going to be using metallic paints. So the metallic paints, I feel like are kind of glamorous. So this is the third day. The first day with this cabinet, we cleaned it. It was horrible, very filthy dirty. I appreciate you guys who were here with me while I was cleaning it because it made it a lot more fun. And yesterday was a test day, so I took the ink, the IOD ink, and I made the Pavo Stamp colorful with the IOD inks. It's also a very good shot so you can see what a nice imprint this stamp makes. I, however, did not want it on my bookcase like that. It just looked a little too bright, not mysterious or glamorous enough. So I decided to, instead of using the inks, to use the metallic paints. So I stamped on last night, on my live last night, we stamped on the Pavo Stamp using, with this Rust-Oleum metallic paint. It is called Metallic Luminous Pear. It's like a pear color. It's green, light green. I put the stamp on with that last night, and all day I was looking at it, and it wasn't doing it for me. It wasn't glamorous enough for me. It wasn't shining brightly. So I took out my paintbrushes and I painted over the stamp that I put on last night. Now, it is okay to paint. You can put paint on top of the stamp, or you can stamp it and you can use the outline paint over it. So that's what I did. So this is how it's looking so far. Let me put this up. This is how, see, this is how it's looking so far. Bring you closer. I added the metallics, and I also am using a DIY paint in addition to the metallics. So you can see some blue iris in here, and I'm also using Summer Crush. Everything else is metallic. There is the body. That's the body of the peacock. That's this stamp right here. Really, really, really good quality stamp. It has been retired by IOD, has retired the Pavo Stamp. I don't know why, because it's fantastic. I had one left. If you guys are interested, it's $39. It's a 2-page stamp. and it's fantastic quality. Shabalot.com. I have one left, but I have mine. I grabbed mine, and I'm using it. So that's the body. Now the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to add. These are like the plumes, like the really long tails, and I'm dying to add one. So you pull it off the paper. The thicker paper is the paper that you keep the stamp on. But see, look, it has the beautiful feathers. It's gorgeous. So I am not, now listen, you guys, this is total glab sham, not glab sham, glam shap. So this is by no means done, and I was going to, like, this was my testing of the stamp with the inks. I'm going to keep that there, not painting over it. Literally, I'm not painting over it. But as I add layers and layers and layers to the peacock stamp, all of that will get covered. If not, then it'll look like Friends. So it look like Peacock has little friends. So if you're there, please say hello. Tell me where you're from. Now you pull these stamps right off the backing like that. They're very strong. They don't rip. But if it's the first time that you are using the stamp, you're gonna want to sand it just a little bit. You get my sanding sponge. You're just gonna want to sand it a little bit because there is, I believe the word is silicone. There is no silicone in these stamps. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which makes them very smooth. And so by sanding it for the first time only, you don't have to sand it every time, just the very first time. It's just to make it a little bit more porous to absorb some paint. You probably don't even have to sand it, but they do recommend that you do that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to attach this gorgeous plume. Okay, now see, I made a mistake because this is the wrong side. So they give you two in this stamp so that you have a right and a left, and you can do it either way if you want it right facing or left facing. So I'm going to pull this stamp off the right side, give it a quick sand, and did I lose my? We just had a second ago. Probably, oh, here it is. So give it a quick sand. This is my second live today. I did one earlier this afternoon, and I did some really cool faux blue flow terracotta pots. That was a lot of fun if you want to catch that one. So, okay, so now I have it the right way. So I'm really not exactly sure how this is gonna go, but I probably will be using both because I want a lot of tail. I mean, I really want a lot. I want it because I put him up pretty high. So I'm going to get my brayer. right here. So I'm going to put a little bit of the metallic hair on something. You're going to put your paint on something to use the brayer. I only need it very, very little. So teeny weeny bit. Okay. And I'm going to very little bit. I didn't even need that much. Because you don't want to overdo it. Hi, Ruth. How are you, honey? Look what I'm making. I'm making a peacock with using stamps, but then I'm painting it my own way. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the brayer. I gotta lower it guys so you can see. Okay, this is a metallic hair color. I'm putting the paint on with the brayer so that the paint stays on the raised edges of the stamped portion, and does not go into the lower grooves, because you don't want the paint in the lower groove. You just want it on top. Okay, and if I grab the right one. All right, so now I'm going to raise you up. And I'm going to put this. I did the wrong one. Can you believe that? Seriously, guys, it's so ridiculous how I am. I just can't even. So basically, that's okay, because what I'll do is I basically want to put it I don't know. I can't do that. I have to put the paint on this one now. All right, oops, take me a second. So funny. I thought of that while I was putting the paint on it, but I didn't think of it while I was choosing the plume. While I was choosing the plume, I'm calling it a plume. Let me know if I'm wrong. No idea what it is. This might be the plume at the top of his head. This is just a long peacock feather. All right, let me put that on. I'm liking it like this, so I'm just gonna go with it, okay, guys? Just gonna go with it. I'm gonna put that stamp on. Okay, take it off. Look at that. Do you see it? It's beautiful. So now I'm gonna put the other one on. I might have to repaint this one. So I'm gonna put that one on. My shabby glam, glam shab peacock. Pavo. All right, what did I do? I'm gonna do it like this. I'm just gonna put it on like this. I'm not going to press up there. So you use your own design. There's so many of these feathers and things. Wrap this around. I'm going to wrap this around. There we go. So now there's the second layer. Now I'm really down to one of these. All right, I might take a small one. So this is just a little peacock feather. I'm gonna sand it really quick because it's the first time that I've used it. And then I'm going to rip off all my pants. And I'm going to use the brayer with this beautiful metallic pear paint. And I'm going to stick it somewhere. I guess just wherever I want to, because I should have studied it a little bit more. Should it all keep going with this flow? I should probably stay with this flow, right, guys? So that means I'm going to put one right here. Because I'm going to go in with my paint. I'm going to go in with my paints and paint them. So I really don't know what I'm doing. I should have Googled more about what the peacock looks like, but that's why it's Glam Shab, because it's a lot of artistic license when you're shabby. Another one on. Now, I want to get one of these big long ones. Look at this one. This is the Pavo stamp. It's a retired stamp by IOD. I have one left on my website if you guys are interested. I grabbed mine and I have one left, and it's beautiful. It's so detailed. It's amazing. It's a two-sheet set, and the bestest quality in the entire world. And it's only $39. I think it's worth it because you'll have it forever, especially now that they've retired it. All right, this is a really big one, you guys. What if I put it like right there? Not really sure. What if I start painting? Let's start painting. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start painting. All right, guys? So I'm going to start working on this tail. Okay. I'm going to start off with this is the metallic, this is the bronze metallic. And I am, get my paintbrush. This one I used earlier. I have a little bit of water. Dip it in. Got a little dry because I did that a lot earlier. I'm going to keep doing this, keep painting on this peacock until I'm very happy with it. Okay, so I'm going to sit down. All right. I'm just using the paint that's on the cover, this metallic bronze. And I'm just going to follow some of these beautiful lines that I see. So I'm not going to totally cover up the pear. I'm just going to add more colors and kind of keep in mind the shape of, of the feathers. I definitely need my glasses. Yeah, I can see much better now. So it's coloring, guys. I'm coloring in the lines, actually. Not completely. I wanted to have some nice flow. See that? Yeah. Now this is that peacock feather that and so is this one. So I'm gonna try to keep this round, just accentuate the shape of that feather. Paint, the green paint is still a little wet, so I'll let that dry a little bit. Now, the peacocks were not bronze, the ones that I Googled, but I don't have every color of the metallics, but I thought that would be okay. Love this flow of this plume. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that flow. Woo! It's really fun to paint. So I'm starting off with the bronze, and then I'm going to go to the gold. Then I'm going to go to the DIY paints for the blues. All right, so that's, do a little bit more of the bronze. Okay. All right. So that is painting the leaf and the leaf. the tail with the bronze. Isn't that beautiful? That looks really nice. So I'm going to cover up the bronze. I'm going to put my water, I'm going to clean off my brush. And now I'm going to use the gold. This is Rust-Oleum Metallic Soft Gold. It's a beautiful color. I use this gold a lot. I already put some on the lip of this to see if that was glam enough. I'm loving, you know what? I'm absolutely loving this with just the bronze, but I also have a plum color metallic. So, but I can't do just the bronze because I did the top. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of gold on my brush. It's gold metallic, it's beautiful. And I'm just going to start swishing. Start swishing, following those lines, beautiful lines. Keeping in mind what this is. Oh, I forgot about this side. Oh, look, it did. It went on the other side. Keeping in mind, remembering what this is that I'm painting. Kind of channel the peacock a little bit so that I keep so that you know I keep with the flow. This is a flowy peacock. That one's a little wetter than the other, so I'll go back to that later. This is glam shab, you guys. Because after I paint this with the metallics, which is the glam part, I will be just sanding it. I will be sanding it so that it's gonna still be shabby. I gotta channel the peacock because I was not channeling the peacock and I just went a little nuts right there. So I gotta slow down and slow my roll. Does anybody out there have an affinity for peacocks? Does anybody out there like really like peacocks? Probably everybody likes peacocks, but I mean, has anybody owned a peacock or just really have peacock? Would you purchase a piece of furniture just because it's a peacock? You never know what people are looking for. I don't mind having a little bit of texture. All right, look at that. Is that pretty? Do you like that so far? Let me know if you like that. I like it, but I'm sitting really close to it. They say you really should, you don't want it to look good close up. You want it to look good far away. So after this gold, I am going to stand up, stand back, take a look at it and make sure it's okay. It's okay to have a little help by using the stamp as a guideline for your art. I wouldn't have been able to do this freehand. Okay, lamb peacock, you guys. I am gonna put layers and layers and layers on this guy, so I'll be going, up to the top, back down. Okay, so I'm gonna stand back and see these strokes. This is pretty. I like that. Let me stand back and take a look at it. Let me know what you think so far. Whoop. I guess I have to put it up like this so you can see so far. Stand up and take a look at it, see how it's doing, how it's looking. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be putting in the DIY color Blue Iris. I think I'm going to focus on at first the eye of the eye of the leaf. Okay, guys, so where is it? Blue Iris. I don't know, should I use mermaid tail? Yes. I'm not going to use Blue Iris. I use Blue Iris on the top, but um, mermaid tail is it's a more vibrant blue. The Blue Iris is gorgeous, but it's a deeper. Oh, well, jeepers, that's gorgeous too. Now I don't know what to do. Um, I'm gonna try the mermaid's tail just to see how it looks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix a little bit of the metallic in the mermaid's tail. So a little bit of mermaid tail, just a little on here. And I'm going to, maybe I did already clean off my brush, but I'm gonna dip a little bit of metallic on my brush. And then I'm gonna dip it in the mermaid tail, mix it around a little bit. So that, see how it's a little bit metallic-y now? So just a little. And I'm gonna focus on I use mermaid tail, right? See, try to give these leaves a little bit of a leaves. Why do I keep calling them leaves? The feathers, the peacock feathers, they have blue in them. So I'm just going to just add some mermaid tail. I mean, yes, I am using mermaid tail. I keep forgetting. To these leaves. I mean, feathers. I'm sorry, guys. Not too much. The other color that I saw in the leaf feathers are green, a vibrant, vibrant, vibrant green with the blue. So the green, the pear is not vibrant enough. Different one. It's like a really sharp emerald green. I do have my Monet's Garden here, so I might that might be the one I use. I'm just trying to keep with these lines. I don't want to overdo it though, you know? I do. So yeah, the mermaid's tail, that's what I used, right? Yes, I did. The mermaid's tail is really good. It's a really good color for this peacock. Good. So I'm gonna add a little bit of mermaid's tail up top on the body. They have these feathers up on the top of their body. Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna, like I said, lots of layers. So, um, lots of layers. This mermaid tail is a really good color for this peacock. I was thinking blue iris, but I'm enjoying this mermaid tail a lot. So I'm going to add more mermaid tail to this guy. Their bodies are such a beautiful color. Um, and I really think that this is perfect. I want to put, so now that I'm thinking about it, when I was looking at the picture, the body of the peacock was this bright, bright, bright blue, and it's probably the same color as the bright blue in the eye of those feathers. Okay, I'm going to just add a little bit more mermaid tail. And then I'm going to go back to the bronze. And one thing that so that's got a nice flow, right, guys? This needs more color down here. I'm seeing I missed a spot right here. Oh, that's right. I was waiting for it to dry. Right. Okay. I like this one right there. Right. So now I'm going to, now, one of the things that I want to do is kind of dry brush a little bit of metallic around him, kind of like, or she, kind of like she's glowing. So, going to put a little bit of the, that looks like an eye right there. I'm not ready to do the summer crush. Summer crush is going to be one of the last colors that go on. But I'm going to put a little bit, just very little bit of the pear, and I want to brush some more. So I'm just putting a little bit of a glow, some shading, a little bit. Layers, guys, lots and lots of layers. I'm not getting anything. Lots and lots of layers, you guys. I'm gonna be working on this for a long time because I like it. It's a lot of fun. But just to get a little bit of glow around, and I could do even is this kind of, I could just make like do like this on the side to kind of get that metallic on the edges here. That looks kind of good. So what I did was I just put some of the gold. No, this is the pear. The pear around the edges to kind of give it a little bit of glow, soft glow there. So bringing the metallics, you know, all over the place so that they don't just show up on the peacock. Just around the edges. Like that. I like that a lot. That looks good. Just around the edges. I just did a little bit too much. But that's all right, because I can always fix it. Okay. All right. Now, he needs more work. So, what do you think so far, you guys? Looks pretty good, huh? The mermaid tail is amazing with this Pavo peacock stamp, the bronze metallic, the gold metallics, and the mermaid tail. And I do need a green, so let's just try. Let's just try a little bit of Monet's Garden in the eyes of these feathers. If I don't like it, I can stop. But now this is not a metallic. So not a metallic. It's bugging me a little bit. So that means I have to put a little bit here on my, I'm going to put a little bit, bring it down so you can see. I'm going to put a little bit of Monet's Garden here, and I'm going to take the gold and I'm going to put some next to it. Not going to totally mix it together, but when I pick it up, I'm going to pick up a little bit of both colors. So we'll see what happens when you do that. I've never done that before. I've seen people do it. I've got a little bit of a lot too much, so I'm gonna wipe a little off. So I've got some green and some gold on my brush. I'll see if that does it for me. All right, so I'm gonna go back to this feather because I didn't like the way it looked with the straight Monet's Garden. I'm sorry, I'd like you to see, but so now I am, yeah, that's good. That's better. So I'm putting, I don't know, it's very subtle. It's very subtle right here, the gold and the Monet's Garden. So let me do a little bit more of that. I still have more on my brush. So I'm going to put just a hint of green in these feathers. If I don't like it, I can go back with the gold because I'm not really feeling it right now, but I'm going to continue because I saw a lot of, it was like when you look at the picture of the peacock, the eye feather, the feather that has the eye in it, the ones that I was looking at, the blue was so vibrant, and that's why I chose the mermaid's tail. But the green that was around the blue was also extremely vibrant, and I don't have a color like that. So that's why I'm kind of mixing it with my gold metallic with my Monet's Garden. I've got both paints on my brush. Just, you know, when I looked at the photo, I don't have it here. I just looked at it. So the green was kind of like underneath the blue. It's kind of like holding up the blue. So I think I'm going to take a little bit more of this Monet's Garden. Try to mimic what I saw. And like I said, if it doesn't work, I can just paint over it with the gold. Lots of layers on this, you guys. Lots and lots of layers because the layers are what really makes things like this pop. So I'm gonna just keep going with the green, but then I am gonna go over it with the gold when it dries, so that there'll just be a touch of the green peeping out through the gold. Now we're getting into, this color is Monet's Garden. So I blended boho blue and Monet's Garden. So I'm actually painting Monet's Garden on top of Monet's Garden. It's another reason why the layers are so important. The Summer Crush, which will go on later, is really adds some dimension also. Stood there and not thrilled with it. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what I did there. See, I kind of made like a line. Not good. So I'm gonna go Simone's Garden around these mermaid tail blues. So this is just another layer. I don't want it to get dirty though. I don't want it to muddy, not dirty, muddy. I don't want it to get muddy. I'm not thrilled with, I need some water. Right, you know what I gotta do, you guys? I gotta squirt it. I gotta squirt this continuous mist spray mist bottle and get this thing wet. And this is where the shab comes in, you guys. Feel the glam. The glam shab comes in. Do I have my continuous spray mist bottle? Nope, it's right over there. I'll be right back. This line here is horrible, but that's okay because I'm gonna add another layer of the I'm gonna add another layer. See the drips? Now I like that darkness around that. I love that. That won't stay because it will dry, but maybe some of it will drip. I'll put some paint here, see if I can get it to drip. There we go. Get some drippies. I don't know if the metallics will drip. I can always try it. Let's see. Let's wet my brush. Wet my brush. Here is my gold metallics. I put very little on my brush. See what happens. Just see what happens. Yeah, it's dripping. Getting some nice gold drippies. Do you see that? Some nice gold drippies off of this glam shab. Get you closer for that because that's pretty cool. All right, ready? All right, let's get some drippies. Let's get some gold drips. So I'm just wetting my brush and dipping it into my metallic, holding it up. I'll hold it up. Where do I put it? Where should I do it? Can you see here? I'm going to do it right here, okay? And I'm going to put it here. And it's nice and wet, so we're getting some drippies. Spray it, help it along a little bit. Now we have these nice drippies of the gold. So we'll see how that looks when it dries. But I like it because it's softening the edges a little bit. I'm putting the shab into the glam, you guys. Can you see that? I'm putting the shab into the glam. So now what I want to do, I'm going to, there's a lot of work left on this, guys. I don't know how long I've been on. I've been on an hour almost, so I guess I'll hop off. I'm going to be working on this for a long time. Not a long time. I mean, I would like to have it done for Saturday, for our open market on Saturday. But I don't know if I will, because I want to take my time. But I love the way it's coming out. I don't know if I'm going to add more plumes or if this is enough. I still have this face here from the first time I stamped it. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. But I'm going to give it a chance to dry a little bit. And I'll come back to it tomorrow. And for day 13, lucky 13, oh God, you know what that means. I'll probably spill another can of paint. So thank you for joining. Again, if you are catching the replay, please say hi, ask any questions, post any comments. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to talk to you. Okay? Bye, guys. Thanks again.